about folks bringing technology home and potentially having an accidental breach per se, right? We're all guilty of sometimes ChatGPTing a work question.
Yeah.
What are you seeing? Like, where do you think these risks are really rising that people might be somewhat blind to?
So I think it's a combination of two. What people are mostly scared of, which I think is false, is the new novel AI attacks that no one has seen before. These will come up and they will happen. But what we see at more scale is the same vulnerabilities we knew before, just at a higher velocity, quicker, faster, continuously, and much easier to accomplish because now AI adversaries can work continuously. They're more hyper personalized. They don't have to sleep. They can do it all the time and attack, right? This is what it protects against. But now every human have hundreds of AI agents in their disposal. Each one of those can be a potential entry point for an adversary if not done right. And from what we see with our customers, not many organizations have figured out how to really adopt AI safely across their entire organization. So we'll see more of the known attacks just at a different scale. On the other hand, we do see vulnerabilities that are unique to AI. We do see prompt injections and jailbreaks and ability to use platforms that are based on AI, whether it's Cloud Code or OpenClaw and others. Like our teams have found meaningful vulnerabilities in these platforms, which we of course safely disclosed, and they are now fixed. These weren't possible before because now it's not just about the vulnerability, it's about the intent. What was your intent when you created this AI system? What was your intent when you developed this code? Intent is much harder to explain to AI, and as such, seeing the output of the intent that you created is very hard to test. So intent is the new attack vector.
Wow.
That's something we have to realize.
So you onboard a new customer, you have this constant iteration of security, I guess, offense that is regularly scanning environments all the time, right? It creates some sort of alert. What happens? Is that like a human intervention at that point, or is that an automatic fix? How does that work?
Yeah. So I think the premise of autonomous offensive security is not yet here. I have never met a security leader that is okay with a fully autonomous swarm of AI agents that are trained to attack you, running autonomously in their production or very sensitive environments, because this can cause harm. So what we see today is that organizations create their own, and we allow that, configure guardrails, which are basically rules of what you're okay with AI agents do autonomously, what you're okay with AI agents, but they need a human approval to proceed because these are highly sensitive and dangerous acts, and what you're not okay with whatsoever. When you configure this, you can actually scale. When AI is being blocked, there's a human, it doesn't matter who this human is, but currently is going to give the green light or red light of proceeding with the actions, because who's going to take accountability when an AI system dropped your production environments? Where the New York Stock